This is the Professor, CBMD PhD, and today's Monday, December 9th, 2024. It is 9:18 and 57 seconds, p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and today's research, UFOs, 1948. So let's hop to it here. About 9:45 p.m. November 18, 1948, L.T. Henry G. Combs was approaching Andrews AFB, Maryland, near the nation's capital. In a T6, suddenly he noticed an odd light over the base, so he closed in to check on it. Abruptly, the light began to take violent evasive action. Repeatedly, Combs tried to close in on the maneuvering object, but each time it would turn so sharply that he couldn't turn with it. In his official report on the incident, L.T. Combs stated, "I chased the light up and down and around for about 10 minutes. Then as a last resort I made a pass and turned on my landing lights. Just before the object made a final tight turn and headed for the coast, I saw that it was a dark gray oval-shaped object, smaller than my T6. The UFO moved at variable speeds, vertically and horizontally. L.T. Combs estimated it traveled as fast as 600 miles per hour. On June 1st, 1951, about 10 p.m., an official at Wright Patterson, AFB, Ohio, cited an apparently disc-shaped UFO. Because of his sensitive position, he has requested that his name be kept confidential." The report is certified by the NICAP Director and Assistant Director. Note, all confidential reports in this document, certified by NICAP officials, will be made available to any authorized congressional investigators. While driving west near Dayton, Ohio, I suddenly became aware of a large blue-white light moving parallel to me. It was parallel and to the left at 30 to 45 degrees elevation. I can best describe it as being similar to the flame trail from a rocket power plant. It was a clearly defined outline, similar to a stubby cigar. It was much brighter at the leading end and gradually dimmer toward the trailing end. After 10 to 15 seconds, it made approximately a right-angle turn, became circular and even-colored, and rapidly disappeared. I detected no trace of yellow, orange, red, or purple in the color. The speed was faster than an airplane, slower than a meteor. The following case was reported by Cleveland Press aviation editor Charles Tracy, a former wing operations officer in the Air Force, originally reported in Cleveland Press, picked up by United Press International July 30th, 1952. During the summer of 1951, L.T.'s George Kidman was flying over Augusta, Georgia, on a clear sunny day. At the time, he was a 7-year-old flying veteran since a jet pilot at overseas bases. "I was cruising at about 250 miles per hour, L.T. Kidman told Tracy. All of a sudden, I noticed something ahead, closing in on me, head on, before I could take evasive action, before I even thought of it. In fact, this thing dipped abruptly and passed underneath, just missing my propeller. The thing was definitely of disc shape, white, pretty thick. It looked like an oval. It was about twice as big as my plane. It had no visible protrusions, like motors, guns, windows, smoke, or fire." L.T. Kidman swung his F-51 around, but the disc was out of sight. Within about 15 seconds, he said, the disc came at him, again dipping at the last minute. This performance was repeated several times for a period of 5 to 10 minutes. Finally, on its last pass, UFO zoomed upward instead of down, just missing its canopy. And this is Professor Christopher, codename Will, leader of research scientist ufologist, computer technician, computer programmer, philanthropist, writer, mathematician, artist, photographer, film producer, chef, animal and nature lover, passion, world peace. And this video was created for educational purposes only. Hope you enjoyed listening. Until next time, have a great day. This is the Professor, CBMD PhD.